Friends, we're at this key moment in history. This moment where we need to move from Homo sapien, and the wisdom of Homo sapien has gotten us very far, but we need a deeper wisdom, the wisdom of Eros, the creation of a culture of Eros. And that's the move from Homo sapien to Homo amor. It's only the realization that reality at its very core, at its very essence, is Eros. Reality is making love in every second. Reality is a dance of allurement. Reality is separate parts seeking to become new wholes. Reality is moving towards ever deeper intimacies. That's actually the structure of reality, beginning with the world of physics and into the world of molecular biology and into the worlds of culture. And the pathologies that generate the meta crisis at their core stem from failures of Eros. Every breakdown of ethics at its core is a breakdown of Eros. Now, Eros begins with me. It begins with you. Each of us is a unique incarnation of Eros. To become Homo amor, to become the new human, one of the fundamental transformations is to actually incarnate a higher level of what it means to be a human being. We no longer can be just guy and just girl. We got to be guy, we got to be girl. But we have to be something deeper, something more whole. Not that gender disappears, not that we erase gender differences, but we become something more. The transgender community is asking beautiful questions, gorgeous questions. And there's the sense, I want you to notice something which is shocking. There's this moment of meta crisis, literally existential threat to reality itself. And at this exact moment of meta crisis, there's this identity crisis around who am I? Am I just a boy? Am I just a girl? And transgender says, no, I'm not just boy, I'm not just girl. And transgender is getting the questions right. They're getting all the questions right. And the dismissal of the questions doesn't understand something fundamental. So my friend Jordan Peterson, Jordan who dismisses or kind of undermines the integrity and power of the question, misses something. And he does it with total beautiful sincerity and depth and feeling and goodness. No critique of Jordan, just no, he's missing the depth of the question. The transgender community is asking the right questions, but the transgender communities are giving the wrong answers. Yes, there's something deeper than boy. Yes, there's something deeper than girl. There's something more whole than being just boy or girl. There's a new emergent. And that new emergent of what a human being is not no boy, no girl. It's something larger, something bigger. It's actually not my transgender identity exactly. It's my unique gender. And it's so subtle, it's so deep. See, underneath masculine and feminine, there's something even deeper. And it's actually where masculine and feminine came from. There are two sets of qualities in reality that are actually inherent values in reality. And the interior sciences sometimes call them lines and circles. And lines and circles are qualities of reality. They begin in the first nanoseconds of the Big Bang. And there are about 10 major line qualities of reality. There's about 10 major circle qualities of reality. And we've, over thousands of years, we froze the line qualities as masculine and the circle qualities as feminine. And that made a contribution. That was important. And that was an important part of the evolution of consciousness and the evolution of love. But something deeper is happening. We're now coming to the point where in order to become Homo amor, We need to actually become something much deeper, much wider, much more beautiful, much more good, much more true. What we need to do is to actually realize that each of us is a unique interpenetration, a unique marriage, if you will, between their line and circle qualities. See, every single person is made up of line qualities and circle qualities, but no one has the exact synergy of those qualities in the same way as anyone else does in the entire cosmos. Everyone has a unique gender. Now, my unique gender might be rooted in my boy, and I might integrate all sorts of girl, and might be rooted in my girl, and I'll integrate all sorts of boy. It's not that gender disappears. Boys are boys, girls are girls. That's actually true for an enormous amount of the population. And yes, there's gender dysphoria for people who fundamentally don't feel comfortable in their own gender. But the overwhelming majority of people actually do have the sense of, yeah, I'm a boy. Yeah, I'm a girl. That's cool. That doesn't need to be undone. There doesn't need to be a gender ideology, right, that undoes our kind of core sense of identity. And if I experience gender dysphoria, then we have to really respect and honor that and give that dignity. But there's something deeper happening, which is, let's say I'm boy, but I'm more than boy. There's something deeper than my boy. There's a deeper identity that I have than boy. And that deeper identity than boy, than my line qualities, includes this whole range of circle qualities. And I've got to integrate them. But it's even more than that. Even deeper than my line and circle qualities, unique gender also includes 3 more dimensions of being. And we're going to talk about what those are this year at the intensive. That without those 3 dimensions, I cannot become unique gender. I can't become whole. I can't actually live filled with joy. I can't actually be creative. I can't actually transform myself in reality. I can't actually be sexually who I want to be. I can't be ethically who I want to be. I can't laugh the way I want to laugh and cry the way I want to cry. So there's a deeper human that wants to emerge. Now, that's not some strange idea. That's not some utopian goal. That's not some religious or new age or human potential. No, that's the nature of reality. The nature of reality is that reality evolves, and the nature of what it means to be a human being evolves, and our evolution is always perfectly matched to the crisis, because crisis is an evolutionary driver. So here's something shocking. At this moment of metacrisis, there's also an identity crisis. Who am I? The great question of the new story of humanity. Who am I? Am I boy or girl? What's my gender? But it's even deeper than that. Who am I? What is my essential nature? And I've got to be able to answer that question to know who I am, because sanity is to know my identity. When I know who I am, when I take off the mask, when I'm prepared for the first time to shine, right, to be radiant, to own the split off parts of myself, to own the fullness of my beauty, my goodness, my truth, not my grandiosity, but my grandeur, the true magnificence, the wonder of who I am, then I begin to cross to the other side. And I begin to become not just Homo sapien, but my wisdom turns into love. Homo sapien becomes Homo amor. And it's only the generation of that new human, that new possibility, that will actually allow us to be the humanity that can meet the meta crisis. So I'm making this one last video, just a few days. There's maybe 5, 6 places open. We're actually packed. There's room for, I don't know, a total of 100 people. And maybe like, I don't know, 95, 96, something like that. I think we're at 92. Kristen Shati just told me. So there's room for like 4 or 5 more people. Be those people, right? We literally need all of us, right, to come together as community, as a unique self symphony, and to actually embody, become the new human. We're going to become Homo amor. We're going to revision gender, but we're going to revision something even deeper than gender, right? Our essential identity, the essential answer to the question of who am I? Friends, at this moment of metacrisis, we're invited to not despair, but to transform and to celebrate the possible human that wants to be birthed in us, as us, and through us. It's ours to do. Wow. I'll see you there.